Balance update for Arnim Zola and Wacky Torres, Falcon, and a few things when it comes to buffs that are coming into the future, and also a little reminder from me. So let's start off with the little reminder. Well, I'd love to access game at the moment, but the swirly whirly on the screen means I can't get to the screen that I want to. Oh, look, and there's connection problems. Oh, look, now I'm back in game. Don't you just love MCOC? It's like 60% of the time, it works every time. But no. First of all, as a bit of a reminder to everybody, do not claim the compensation. Don't claim it yet. The reason you don't claim it is that this will exist as a claimable resource for you for the next 29 days. This will then go through the length of the raid type event, the AQ raids, so you'll be able to at least have it in your stash for a length of time. And if you're probably wondering to yourself, Rich, why the heck do you have a load of things in your stash? That it's for another video, but I probably will claim them. But yeah, the reason that that's kind of like there is that it has 29 days. Therefore, whilst we're in the midst of AQ raids, it makes sense to hold this in here and don't spend it. So make sure officers, leaders of your alliance, tell your alliance, don't claim it, just hold it for a length of time, just so you can then use them. And yeah, you can see, like, I've got one, it's just got one in my stash, so I've got one somewhere else. And of course, the more you claim, the more it overstretches your stash. Anyway, we all know how the game works. So let's get down to business. Balance update. I'm interested to read what's happening now and also with the future with new buffs and things, because I actually quite like Deathless Vision, which is actually mentioned in all of this. So, Battlegrounds news: Falcon, well-rounded attacker, using wide range of debuffs, mitigate incoming damage, counter his opponents, threats enhance, blah blah blah. Whacking Taurus thrives once he reaches peak performance, allowing him to benefit from both an offensive and defensive themed modes at the same time. Equipped with a few abilities targeted to annoy mystics, opponents, slow, debilitate, replacing the precision buff from a dexterity with trauma pause. We're happy to see his matchup spread reflect his targets, albeit with varying performance depending on the game mode. While Falcon's performance is in a good spot in quests and no longer encounters a wide range of opponents, we're seeing Falcon struggle to get his loop going in encounters with shorter runway and higher pressure. And we'll be looking to make changes to address this. Changes incoming for whacking. So that is very, very good news. I know a lot of people, we saw in forum threads that players were not particularly happy with the build and the ramp of the character, damage potential. I think I recently picked up a 7-star version, and I only really had any kind of like intention. I need to double check that before I kind of like think of something that happened that didn't. Yes, I have. I do have the champion. But I was thinking to myself, what am I going to do next? Like, my plan is to rank up some champions soon. You can see I can rank up him. And I'd be ranking him up just as a counter for Enchantress. That would be my only kind of goal or logical step with the champion. But other than that, I'd be like very specific in encounters. And it looks like that is echoed with how Kabama are pitching this right here as being, well, he's very specific. It's just then, it's... yeah, nothing kind of like stands. Well, yes, something stands out about the champion, but from a uniqueness, it's just it's very unique as opposed to widespread there. Oh, you got your Falcon whacking Taurus, yeah. Who are you using it against? Enchantress? Some mystics? Anything else? Nope. That's kind of the answer that I'm seeing around the houses. Also, recently picked up Arnim Zola, which is exciting, and that's definitely something I've got to work on to rank up. There's a lot of champions I should rank up. It's just the resources. Tier 6 basic is bloody near existent to get as if you're a Valiant player, and yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there. Arnim Zola entered the contest armed with a new spin on tech power control, with a combo of specials lock combat power reduction, while blah 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 blah. Highest average damage fight times in Battlegrounds. That's good. Across recent seasons since release, we've seen summoners adapt to Arnim Zola's unique defensive kit and variety of strategies. Who's my favorite? I don't know. Like shout out to Let Us Be Serial. He was like, yeah, use Kingpin for the rotation of the champion. I did. And I think recently used something else. Who did I use that I liked? Did I like, was it Vox? Who the heck was it? It wasn't Scream. Oh, it was something I recently used and I was like, yeah, this is really enjoyable. And anyway, I'm happy with his impact in the meta as an attacker. The burst of direct damage granted his signature ability has proven to be an important piece of damage to reach, and is overall healthy. Let me guess, you're going to say he's fine, healthy. Overall, we're happy. Zola landed. Blah 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 blah. Making no changes to his gear. Good. Okay. So if you've ranked up a Arnim Zola, you're safe. That is the one thing that I think a lot of us worry about when we're ranking up champions. Like, are we going to rank up a champion? And find that when the balance comes in, that they're absolutely screwed, and our rank up resource spend has been not worth it. We seem to be that's one good thing, one positive I'll give Kabam, is that when new champions seem to be put in, that there's little to no times in the last, say, 12 months that players have felt they've invested into a champion and it's been pulled, it's been rebalanced. Most of the time, it's been when a champion's been rebalanced, it's been like their abilities have been kind of pushed up. I do think there was that standout thing about like Bullseye. Is Bullseye as frustrating as a defender? Not completely, but look, nowadays people are going like, oh, you're fielding a Bullseye. Well, here's a Storm, here's a Bishop, here's a Negasonic, and you're like, okay, what was the point of me putting this as a defender? I'm seeing less times that champion being banned. Like, I'm not even banning Bullseye because I've got 3 counters to deal with it. Maybe that's going to be the case in the future. There's a topic that I've got to go into at some stage where we look at how Kabam set defenders, and then like, oh, here's a new champion, which is a really strong defender. Oh, here's an attacker to then defeat that defender. And this cycle repeats to a point where you're like, well, here's Onslaught. Yeah, Bastion, then there's Jack-o'-lantern, and then you'll probably see some more text like that in the future. Is Arnim Zola one? I don't know. I don't really use him as much because he's low ranked. Like, that's the point, is there's more of these champions being released in order to counter. Anyway, the final point of the video is this right there, or the kind of the final topic to discuss right here is Falcon Wacky Torres will be part of a batch 2 slated for our 54.1 January build, and this will have Vision Deathless, Falcon Wacky Torres, champion TBD. I don't know if this champion TBD is part of the champion rework that we're getting as part of the Summoners Fest. So just for clarity, it should be... Have we passed it? Is it there? Yeah, champion voted champion rework. So it might be part of that a champion gets put into it. Possibly. Or maybe there's something else. Could have got that wrong. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video. That's a bit of update on that. Of course, a little reminder. And make sure as well to do those things. I've got some other content coming out of the weekend, some really good stuff. We're going to be looking at research grants for Mr. Fantastic, a really interesting update from the Summoners Fest Realm event, and some other stories and coverage as well, some guides as well. A really amazing quick tip for Valiant difficulty. There's a really decent weekend of stuff that I've got for you, so I'm looking forward to delivering that over the weekend. Have a lovely weekend. There may be some other topics to discuss. There may not be. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.